Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to this series of videos in which we are showing you how we can migrate the Microsoft Excel data to Microsoft Access. It's a Microsoft Access is a database software. It's widely used, and it offers you a lot of functionalities which professional database management requires. Right. So it provides you the opportunity to use the SQL queries to extract the data from the huge set of resources and get your desired data, and so many other things like stored procedures and etc. And query views and etc. Okay, so why we are migrating from Excel to Microsoft Access. The reason is simple that Access is more professional. In this case, it is focused on the database management. And when your data is expected to be huge in future, so it's always better to use Microsoft Excel on the front end, whereas while and keep all the database on which your dashboard is depending. Excel dashboard is depending. So use that and for this you use some backend database. And so we are showing you that how you can migrate your data before it becomes very complex. And so why not we this so it's a good decision that you proactively think about the future and make your system future proof, and make necessary preparation for migrating all this data to the data to Access or SQL Server or any database feature. So Microsoft has provided a very nice connectivity system. Using VBA, you can set up a ADODB, ActiveX database objects, to get connected to any external database like Microsoft Access or SQL Server, etc. Okay, so as we have seen you, this is our example dashboard in which there are certain activities which you are supposed to perform on every day. It can be so each row is one day, right? And each day, there are the 6 activities to be performed on each day. These are due, and once they are due, so you can use it as a performed. We use it prayed, right? Performing or prayed. So you can use it the pray is performed. Means so this was due and this was performed, means okay. So the problem is where when the due is higher than the performed, it means you have some backlog. So for this, you have to uh, uh, keep performing the backlog as well, in addition to your daily activity. For the daily activity, our Excel system was doing that like this. As soon as the file is open, it goes to the uh, uh, it uh, uh, it goes to the salad sheet, and assuming that you are no longer doing any increase in the backlog, already you have, and so all what was due is duly performed, right? So with this assumption, what it does, it makes the entries. It makes the entry, and assuming that all the due until yesterday was performed, right? Okay. And how about uh, the the backlog clearance? So you click here, and I for the backlog, I take the first position. mm, First available position here, and I say, okay, I performed 5 activities on this day, right? 5 qada salats. Well, this activity are called, we name it a qada salah, right? So how many days? We say 5. We did the on when the date is already means suggested as 2nd of August, and it is the figures are updated, and that's it. Fair enough. Okay, so this is how we do now. Uh, we are converting all this access that database record keeping. We are migrating it to the Microsoft Access, right? In Microsoft Access, we have the same sort of the same table, but there is an addition that a username is also added, so that this service can be given to our registered clients, right? The same database can be shared by multiple users. Every user has a certain date. This is a date. This is the date is actually numeric, and it has as a backend. At the backend, there is a number that represents the date. If you click on it, so this is the today's date. Yesterday's date was 8. If don't be confused about this number. So this can be displayed as our conventional way of showing the date, no problem. But this number in the backend, it will use this number, right? So no problem in that. Okay. So what we do here is, if you run before running, we want to see this happening. That if the last few records are missed out, for example, and you want them to be deleted, for example, let's delete them. Yeah. And we say delete. So 45863 will be the last record. Okay. Okay. So many days we have deleted. But what we say, they will reappear as soon as we run our system. Where is our system? Our system is here in the Excel sheet, and here is the VBA code, and which will run. So we have added this, and this code I have acknowledged from where I have taken this code, and I have fine-tuned some. I made some customized changes in it so that it can start working for my case, right? So what it does is that here it is written. Let's first add new entries, assuming that all dues are duly performed in the fresh entries, right? So it is going to add all those entries which I have just actually deleted, but you will find that they will reappear. So you remember, it was the last number which was shown in here was 45863. Okay, so what we do, we run our this procedure and see what happens. Yeah, so this is where it is now updating, and it has performed. It has added all these entries. If you see, so the last number was 863, and now since it has added, so it has reproduced all these entries for this user using the SQL command, which was mentioned in here, right? Using the SQL, it has uh, updated the record, and using the loop here, each time it is checking that if the total date that was 2nd of August was the yesterday, right? As long as it is less than 2nd of August, it will keep on doing what? Add new. It will keep on doing add new record in it, and use and fill in all these entries, and tick marking all the dues that they are due, and at the same time tick marking as performed, because they were presumed that they are performed, right? So the next thing it does is it carries on to do its job, right? And it has done it, right? So this how we have now the two systems. One system is in Excel, and the same data has been directed. The same data has been uh, uh, migrated to the Microsoft Access, right? So this is the power of Excel. I wanted to show you. We wanted you to show you. And next, what we are going to do with this, once it has been properly migrated, we will cross-check all the figures are telling with what we have in Excel and with what the Microsoft Access is showing. So these all figures have to be verified. In next video, we will do this and make necessary adjustment and enhancement in our system, so that we do not need later on, we do not need anything to be recorded. No record keeping will be here. Excel will be used only for the front end. It will be with the selection of the user for which you want to record. You want the report of the dues versus paid and overdue, and it will bring all this information directly from the access table, and it will calculate all these fees here, and it will show you the graph. And without the help, at the moment, this graph is not looking into any database. It is using Excel for the database purpose. But next, what we are going to do is that we will pass on the SQL command, and it will go to the required user data in the database, and it will extract it. It will calculate this figure, and this figure, and it will, once these are there, so the draft will be the chart will be ready, and also the name of the user will appear in the title automatically, so that you know that which user's report is this, right? And also the figure calculation, and this is the thing. So once this is done, would be our the next stage? The next step is that we will integrate it with our emailing system, with my Outlook. So Outlook will find out if there is any email from the registered users. So he will quickly go pass on the information to the database, extract the report, and email it back to the sender of the request. So he will get the answer. So this is your status, that much overdue, and this was you have prayed, and your overdue is going. Okay, then the user may send the information that, okay, I have on such and such date I have performed 5, 10, or 50 or 100 days backlog. So as soon as that is passed on to the database will be updated, and the fresh updated figures and this chart will be issued to him through the email. Email will be sent to the user. Okay, I hope you will find it interesting. Stay tuned. Here is the result of my report. As soon as I run this test, this test is, don't get confused with this, means it's just calling this function, right? And so I have put a breakpoint to show you that all the amounts, all the totals are agreeing. It's what we have in Excel and what we have in Microsoft Access, right? So in Excel, the fee amount 7,695,000, 7,695,000. That's right. And what was the total? Due totals is 107,958, 107,958, right? It is agreed, and these figures are agreeing right now. Total are 65208. The due is being this, and the perform was this, right? So performance is this. So this has to be equalized one day once all these backlog clearances completed, right? So the trade is 65208. So that is what equal here. That is performed total is 65208. How about the overview total? Overdue total is 42,750, 42,750, right? And this is our date and don't worry about this report, this figure. That's right. Okay. And this is the failure rate. That's right. So all the figures are at par. What we have in Microsoft Excel, and after running this program, the Microsoft Access is showing that all the data which has been migrated to the Microsoft Access is generating exactly the same figures which are expected, right? So this shows that our verification is done. Now we can proceed further to add more value into this system. Okay, thank you very much for watching to our channel. Thank you very much for watching.